So you've got an important day coming up, like a job interview or an anniversary, and you want to shave that stubble off so you can look as fresh and clean as possible. Problem is though, you've got lots of acne, and that makes the task almost impossible. What's up focus friends, my name is Fadi and welcome back to the channel, and if you're a subscriber to this channel you may have noticed something different. I shaved my beard off. Shaving with acne is an impossible task, and that's why I rarely do it. So when it actually came time to shave my beard off, I figured I would make a video showing you guys exactly how I do it so that I could help you guys out with an almost impossible task. So today's video is going to be split up into 3 parts. First, we're going to talk about how shaving with acne is different than shaving normally. And then we're going to talk about exactly how I go about shaving. And then lastly, we're going to talk about little tips of what you should do after you shave. And all the timestamps to those are going to be in the description below, so feel free to skip around if you need to. And while you're down there, consider subscribing so you don't miss another video. Alright, so first things first, why is shaving with acne different than shaving normally? And okay, it might seem obvious, but yeah, it's the fact that you have acne. You have all these bumps on your face that don't give you as smooth of a surface to shave with. So what ends up happening is these razors kind of get caught on those little bumps in your skin, and they risk cutting the tops off, which causes bleeding, popping your pimples, scarring, and it's not a great experience if you know what I'm talking about. So what are us people with acne and facial hair going to do that's different than people with clear skin when it comes to shaving? Well, firstly, we're going to be preparing our face slightly differently, and then we're going to be using a different type of razor while we shave to accommodate for all those bumps in our skin. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to be treating our face a little bit differently after we shave to reduce irritation. Okay, so how's it that I actually go about shaving when I have all this acne? Now, as you can see, I grow out my stubble a little bit just for this video, so I have something to shave off to show you guys. Now, when it comes to before you actually go about shaving, I normally just take a hot shower. That way the hot water opens up the pores of my skin, cleans them out, makes sure that all the bacteria is gone, and it softens up the hairs to make them easier to cut while you shave. Now, the razor that I use when I shave my face is an electric razor. Now, it is important that it is an electric razor and not a safety razor or one of those disposable razors. And the reason why is because the blades on those razors are actually going to cut your skin way deeper than an electric razor would. So the one that I personally use is a Bronze Series 3. You could honestly use any electric razor as long as it has a foil shaver head and a trimmer, and I'm going to explain why. So before we get started, something that I do like to do is to clean all of my tools with a rubbing alcohol spray. That way I get all the bacteria off of them to make sure that when I'm shaving, I have something clean to start with. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to be replacing the head on my razor with the trimmer because I need to trim down these hairs to get them out of the way so that the foil shaver can do its work. Normally the foil shaver isn't that efficient when your hairs are a bit longer, so we're going to start by trimming it down to be able to do that later. So you're going to notice here that I'm putting a guard on my trimmer. And now this is a 1 guard, it's the shortest guard, and the reason why I do this is because I want to create a barrier between my skin and the metal points on the trimmer. Now the 1 guard is going to trim my hair short enough to let the foil shaver do its thing after, but the reason why this is important is because we don't want to be scraping our face with that trimmer and risking cutting ourselves or causing irritation. So how are we going to go about trimming the hairs? Well, we're going to pass this trimmer with our guard against the grain on the spots that we have facial hair. And as you can see here, I'm passing over a couple spots where I have active breakouts, and that little barrier between the razor and my face created by the plastic guard is making it so that I don't cut those whiteheads off. Now a tip from me to you is try retracting your chin or pulling your skin from the neck down in order to get a better surface area so that you can trim those hairs. But what's important is that you don't touch your face because we don't want to be touching the razor and touching everything else and then transferring all that bacteria to our face, because then we're going to get more breakouts. So now that we finished trimming our hair down, I know it looks like we didn't do much, but trust me, we just made it way easier for the foil shaver to actually do its thing. So before we actually grab the foil shaver and start shaving the rest off, what we're going to be doing is rinsing our face with a little bit of warm water. That way we kind of get rid of those excess hairs that are still sitting in between that are stuck to your face, and it makes it so that the foil shaver has an easier surface to glide on. That's if your foil shaver is like mine where it works on wet and dry. I like to rinse my face for my wet and dry razor. That way it glides and I don't have to be pulling against my skin and causing all that friction as I shave. Alright, so now we're going to put the head of our foil shaver on to our electric razor, and we're going to be shaving the rest of the stubble off. Now to do so, we're going to be doing exactly what we just did with the trimmer. We're going to be retracting our chin, we're going to be pulling our skin down from the neck, and we're going to be shaving against the grain to try to get all of those hairs off. Now what I personally like about foil shavers is that they're able to give me smooth shaves just like any other razor would, all the while protecting my face because they have this little guard that makes it so that they don't nick your acne as soon as you pass over them. Now a trick to getting a good shave with a foil shaver is you're going to want to pass over the same area a couple times, but you don't want to put much pressure. You're just going to want to let it do its thing and it's going to catch the hairs on its own. If you put too much pressure, you're going to catch yourself passing over the same spot multiple times without cutting any hairs off, and all you're going to be doing is just creating friction against your skin, which might irritate it, which might lead to more breakouts. Okay, perfect. We got all of that hair off of our face with little to no damage. What's next? What do we do after we shave? Now the most important thing to do right after you shave is you're going to want to rinse your face with cold water. Wait, why? You told us to start with warm water before you shave. Why are we doing cold water after we shave? Well, like I said, with the warm water before you shave, that opens up your pores to clean them out. Now, after you shave, you're going to want to put cold water, which helps close your pores, and that way, no bacteria from all that hair that you shaved off is actually going to sit on your face and get into those pores and clog them up and lead to more acne. Now, once you finish washing your face, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to let your face air dry, preferably, or just pat it dry with a towel, and we're going to be applying some moisturizer. Now you're going to want to make sure that your face is pretty dry before you apply your moisturizer, but here's the moisturizer I use. It's by a brand called Vichy. I've been using it for a while. I like the way that it's not too thick. It's kind of like an oily texture, so it doesn't kind of stack up all over my face. I don't know if you know what I mean, but it does also have some beneficial ingredients when it comes to fighting acne. They're not sponsoring me, obviously, but this is a brand that I highly recommend that I've been using for a while. So you're just going to want to apply that moisturizer all over your face to make sure that your face is hydrated. Now it's important that your face is moisturized and stays hydrated because cells love moist areas, and these cells on your face that proliferate your skin are going to thrive in a moist environment. Now all of that is nerdy science terms to mean that your face is going to replenish itself more efficiently when you moisturize, so moisturize frequently. Alright, and that's all of my tips when it comes to shaving with acne. As you can see, I think we did a pretty decent job. I look good, I feel good. All my dudes out there with acne and facial hair, I hope you benefited from today's video. I know there's not a lot of videos online that really show you how to shave with acne, and it's weird because a lot of us have acne and a lot of us have beards, and we shave with acne very frequently, and we know how difficult of a task it is. So I figured I would make this video today to help you guys out, so I hope you did learn something, and if you did, consider dropping a like on this video to let me know that I helped you today. And if you want to, comment down below any advice you have when it comes to shaving with acne or your own personal experiences. This could honestly help me out, this could help out other people watching this video. But besides that, it's been your boy Fadi. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay focused.